Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a better Mother Witch. She's ready to prepare a whole bunch of home-cooked meals of piggies to feast on your opponent's towers. She just got buffed to attack 9% faster in the new balance changes, and she is so much better. She's able to touch more cards than ever before and turn your opponent's units into trader piggies for you. I might be a little bit biased because this is my favorite deck in the game, but I'm going to be using her with Royale recruits today. Having Flying Machine, Royale piggies, and Zappies that your opponent always wants to fireball means that there's no fireball for the Mother Witch. Fireball will get fired from its job because it's never able to deal with this deck. It needs a lot of extra support. You have Royale recruits to defend any crazy mid-ladder bridge spam, Zappies to slow down big pushes, especially with Electro Giant coming into the meta that always has lightning. It's never breaking through Zappies. And with Barb Barrel, Arrows, and Mother Witch, you are going to completely annihilate any bait deck. I can't wait to try out the new Mother Witch. Let's go jump straight to some games and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to support the channel. Alright, here we go. Let's test it out. The newly minted Mother Witch. She is back in action. Can't wait to see how good she is in this deck in particular. First time playing this version. So I'm going to go for Royal Hogs on the left-hand side. This guy goes in for the Ghost. Probably going to be a P.E.K.K.A deck, right? If we look at it and we see Electro Wizard and we see Barb Barrel with Royal Ghost and not Dark Prince, I'm pretty excited because Royal Ghost is a little bit easier for us to deal with. It's not as reliable as splash damage. And on top of that, it doesn't have as big of a radius, and it whiffs so many times. So I'm excited for this thing. Golden Knight is not a card that I like, though. That thing is annoying. It's scary. So maybe he's not going to have the deck I thought. It could be P.E.K.K.A, or it could also be Goblin Drill. I think I'm going to hedge my bet on Goblin Drill now. I'm going to change, you know, if I had Jeopardy and I locked in, guys, let me get another chance, all right? He's got Golden Knight, Goblin Drill for sure. I'm going to Barb Barrel on the right-hand side. It's going to be interesting to see how many hits it gets now after the balance changes. I think it only gets one. And I'm going to go in for Zappies here. So, yeah, it's Ram Rider. So, it actually is P.E.K.K.A. But a lot of people running the Giant Skeleton, Electro Wizard, Tornado, Golden Knight deck. So, I've just been kind of traumatized by that whenever I play something that loses to it. Because Goblin Drill is one of the best win conditions in the game. Especially with Golden Knight Tornado, that thing gets scary because they Golden Knight and then Tornado near your tower. And then they click the ability. And then it just dashes onto your tower and you can't do anything to stop it. That's why it's one of the best cards, if not the best card in the game after the Skeleton King nerf. I'm going to follow up with recruits at the river because it thinks that he just doesn't have that much elixir. And I can go in for a Fly Machine because if you stack up Fly Machines in the middle and they don't have a good air response, or if they do that you can just arrows, like vibing, you know? Or you can Mother Witch and predict bats. Oh, there's a lot of different potential with Mother Witch. I do like it more than Electro Spirit, especially when I have the Barbarian Barrel to aid my defense. And then I've got, you know, a lot of other good ground defenses in the deck. I don't necessarily think that I need the Electro Spirit for a fast cycle anyway. I'm going to go Mother Witch in the back, and the main way that you play any recruit stack is pretty self-explanatory. You go Zappies, or you go Mother Witch in the back, and then you go in for your recruits at the river, or you can go for Royal Hogs at the river. You don't really want to cycle your recruits in the back too often. Sometimes you do, but for the most part, your opponent can spell it and be able to get value with their logs, or they can get value with their poisons or earthquakes, and you're just giving your opponent free value. And it's really predictable if they see the recruits coming down in the back. They can gear up and have a proper defense for it. But if you drop your recruits at the river and you take advantage of a more optimized offense, your opponent's going to have less time to defend it. They might also get caught off guard, and they can't also have an ability to go offensive on you.
Who's a good pig? Who's a good pig? Ha ha ha. Not funny.
One of the main reasons why you never drop your recruits in the back is if you go recruits in the back and your opponent goes like mini P.E.K.K.A at the river or E-Barbs at the river, your recruits will never get to your tower to defend it in time. So when that happens, your tower is going to get shredded and your best answer is out of cycle. So you're just going to look like a fool pretty much. I'm going to go recruits again at the river, and we are plowing through this guy. This is like super easy mode. I think the Ram Rider might go towards my tower because it seems like the P.E.K.K.A pushed it. That's a bit unfortunate. Sometimes that does happen. If you guys want to go watch a replay, I'm sure my editor will have it on the screen. I hate when units, whether it's a Battle Ram or Ram Rider, just find a way through and slip past like a slimy sir. But anyway, it's impossible for this guy to defend it because if he doesn't have Royal Ghost in cycle, the Royal Hogs are going to really wreck him every single time. So we got a game against someone from Titan Warfare for Doge. Okay, dude. Well, I'm excited for this game. I'm going to sauce out a good luck and figure out what this guy's got. He's giving us the double thumbs up of justice. You love to see it. And if he doesn't want to cycle anything, I actually have to cycle something because if you play against a Splash Shard deck or a Lumberjack Balloon deck and you're running this and you hit double elixir, you're just going to lose. So I would cycle my arrows, I would cycle my Barb Barrel, I would cycle my Zappies reluctantly in the back if I had other anti-air answers. I wouldn't really cycle Royal Hogs as a first play because there's a lot of people run Mega Knight, and I don't want to lose the game because of that stuff. I'm going to go Goblin Cage. I'm going to wait and see what he does, and then I'll go for Zappies. I'll go for Zappies so then we can reset the Inferno Dragon and potentially get more value. Oh my gosh, it's a Harry Potter.
Harry? No! What are you doing here?
Super, super nice arrow value. I'll take that. I'm not going to get much value on top of the Inferno Dragon dying, but it is what it is. I'm going to Barb Barrel. Oh, please, Wizard, don't kill me. Awesome. Barbarian hits so fast now. That's crazy. And we get a piggy. I wish that the Mother Witch targeted the Wizard instead of just walking. She just started her parade towards the tower instead of finishing off the Wizard and giving me another pig. I feel like that's the #1 interaction or the #1 glitch in Clash Royale that needs to get patched. That would trade so differently for me because my Mother Witch had ample amount of time to finish off the Wizard. She just didn't want to, you know? She just wanted to take a Wizard hit straight to the face. She's like,
you know, I've tried tanning before. Let's try it with an expedited amount of tan. Let's see how fire feels straight to the face.
I feel like it's not going to help her aesthetics or anything like that. All right, I got arrows. This is really uncomfy. I think that was probably a misplay on my end. Should have cycled my Zappies up a little bit higher so then it would have pulled the Skeleton Army and that would have been a much better interaction for me. So I'm going to go Recruits at the river. I'm going to take the Wizard value from our opponent. He's just going to lock onto my terror. Come on, man. Why are you doing that to me? Why is Harry Potter revisiting Hogwarts and just taking so much damage on my tower, bro? This is not your school. You can't visit that long, bro.
Hogwarts is my home.
Mother Witch is able to get some piggies, so we're able to tank. That's great. This is a great matchup if I play it correctly, because it seems like he doesn't have amazing answers to me. Mother Witch might be able to stack up a sustainable offense for us right now. We're going green. Oh, no. That's not that good. I think the Mother Witch is going to die. I kind of have to Barb Barrel here, and then it's unfortunate, but I likely will have to sack the tower. So I'm going to go Recruits at the river here and just try not to get 3-crowned. And he's going to take the tower for sure. I'm not even going to arrow. I'm not going to overspend. I'm going to go for Mother Witch on the left-hand side, expect him to Skeleton Army or something. And if I take the tower on the left-hand side, then we're able to vibe because, yeah, that's all we need, really. That's all I wanted. Good stuff, good stuff. The Wizard is so uncomfy, though. It's a clunky card to have in a Lava Hound Balloon deck. I don't think I've ever seen that before, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to Barb Barrel here, and then I can go in for Royal Hogs, expect him to Skeleton Army because that's the only card he has right now to defend. I'm going to arrow it, and then I should be able to win the game with the Fly Machine in the middle. So making those type of predictions and identifying your opponent's card cycle, especially at mid-ladder, when you know that their plays are going to be pretty predictable, that is what gives you wins. This is how you win games. This is the best way of winning. I'm going to perpetually be on offense here. I'm going to expect him to go for Wizard, so I'm going to Barb Barrel prediction. And I don't think I got it down in time, but it was still a pretty cool play. Oh, no, I did. And then we get perpetual piggies out here. Wizard, you're going to die. We got our vengeance. Let's go. He hit my tower, and we took it to him and hit him in the face. Let's get it. That's so much damage, too. And I think what he has to do is go in for, he has to go Balloon. And if he doesn't, then he's going to lose. He's going to Wizard here as well. This is wonky. This is wild. I think I got to go in for a cage last possible second, and then I might have to arrows depending on what happens just to deny all damage. I'm going to eat it. You know what? If I save my arrows, then I can arrow away the Skeleton Army that inevitably has to come down. So we're going to walk away with a win here, make another prediction on the Skeleton Army, and claim our victory. GG and well played against Doge, and we'll bounce on to the next one. Here we go. Let's see what type of matchup we get today. Definitely want to rush through with the Royal Hogs if you're going to go and spam your Valkyrie or Knight or anything in the back. So I want to give you that opportunity. Come on, dude. Okay, so that's logs. That's essentially a 3 elixir Royal Hogs because you wasted 2 elixir there. I'm going to arrows on top of the skeletons. I know this is risky, and I'm spending a lot of elixir. But if we're running against a control deck with Log, Skeletons, Fire Spirit, they don't have that much offensive potential. It's not like he's going to drop a Golem in the back, clone everything up, and screw me over, right? So you can be affording to be down damage into a chip cycle deck because what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to like Rail Hogs get 300 damage and not be in the damage lead? Like that's exactly what happened there. Not too bad. So in this type of matchup, usually what I've told you guys before is you never really want to cycle your recruits in the back. You cycle your recruits in the back that can get logged. And then also on top of that, you're going to give your opponent the availability of also shutting it down with a, I think he's going to go for Archer Queen. So I make a prediction with the Royal Hogs and I get that down. But I think that you give your opponent the availability of going in for a Earthquake as well and a log. So you just don't want that to happen. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't really give the credit to the Royal Hogs prediction on the Archer Queen, but that was pretty good. Yeah, it's obvious like when you play these matchups a lot, you just have like a build order that you follow through. You cycle your Mother Witch in the back, you cycle your Zappies in the back, and then you go for recruits at the river. And then most of the time you'll just power through by sniping your opponent's buildings with the flying machine. And they'll try to snipe it with either Fire Spirit plus Royal Delivery, because that kills the flying machine, or they'll go in for the Archer Queen. The Archer Queen is the bad decision. The good decision is the Fire Spirit and then go in for the Royal Delivery. But this guy, he just wasn't good enough to know that, I guess, and he got predicted, and he ended up losing the game and just left. Super dominant W. Let's bounce on to the next one. All right, let's see if we can keep up the streak. Playing against someone from Team Exigence. I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? It's a word I don't know. For the first time in a while, Clash Royale is stumping me, giving me new words, making me a smarter human being. What's up here? This guy just went to the SAT vocabulary and picked out a random word or something. I'm going to go for recruits at the river. As I said before, I think that is the best play to do every single time. You cycle your zappies in the back, you recruits at the river, and you apply a lot of aggression. Usually, you recruits at the river while you're defending something. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is so good. This is so good. I love it. So this is going to be a golem matchup. Actually, it's not that good anymore if the Mother Witch doesn't turn around. Oh no, she left me like class is over, guys. I feel like I'm not wanted. I don't feel loved. I feel like I was completely and utterly bamboozled. My toes are curling up, and I have this kind of visceral reaction when I lose that amount of damage to my tower, because the tower is basically my baby, and I feel like I just dropped it on its head or something. All right, well, whatever. We're going to go in for Zappies plus Mother Witch and try to get some value here. I don't know what this is. I'm so confused because he's got Electro Wizard. Is this another P.E.K.K.A player? We just played against one of these. I'm going to Royal Hogs. Okay, we've decided that's the game plan. If he goes in for Baby Dragon, it's going to be split lane aggression, so we're going to be able to get more damage in the opposite lane, hopefully. Yeah, this is really bad, guys. I genuinely just got outplayed, I think. And one time that happens, you just have to acknowledge, hey, my opponent played better than me. And my Mother Witch hates me. Oh my gosh, my Mother Witch hates me.
I don't hate you.
I just don't like you.
I forgot about her range. Oh man, that is not a good vibe. Well, we're going to go for recruits in the back, and we're going to pretend like that Mother Witch never existed. Yeah, I didn't want that piggy anyway. That would just be making me remember about my Mother Witch. That was exactly what we wanted. That was completely calculated. It was for my weak mental, because I couldn't withstand the pressure of knowing that I already wasted so much elixir. So he's probably going to go for like a Baby Dragon here, and then we want to be able to kill that pretty quickly with Zappies, and maybe we can make something happen. If he doesn't have Fireball, we can still win this game. Yeah, this would be ridiculous. Wouldn't this be stupid if we won this game, guys? Let this be a little bit dumb. It's the power of Royal Recruits. That is the power of this deck. So I'm going to go for Goblin Cage. He should drop something on the Goblin Cage to be able to push it. Oh, please, Battle Ram. Thank you. Thank you, Battle Ram, for not doing that to me. All right, cool. I can just go in for a Barbarian Barrel, clean up his Barbarians, Barbarian on Barbarian action. Love to see it. And we're currently, believe it or not, winning this game. A little bit ridiculous, but that is what is happening right now. The recruits will be able to afford us better value than him. And I think I can go for Zappies at the river to win this interaction a little bit harder. And then if he goes in for a P.E.K.K.A, I can go in for Royal Hogs because he's going to be down a bit of elixir. And I can arrow on the Electro Wizard and whatever else he drops to give us another piggy. Oh my gosh, we got the 6 little piggies on the tower. And with all the power. That is ridiculous damage. No way. Guys, I should not win this game. I really feel like this might be the most undeserved win of my life. Have you guys ever had this moment where you're like, wow, Clash Royale, I can't believe my deck is good enough to win this matchup when I played like an absolute bot. Like, I was basically that kid that was inting in League of Legends, and I was 0-11, and I somehow just had the most overpowered champion in the world and was able to make it happen for the memes. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's like I just forced him to rage quit or something. Because I can arrows here. I think that the piggies do enough damage to the point that I can just arrow one more time. Or, yeah, no, all I have to do is arrow one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. It's just definitely something that he's not singing right now. He's probably screaming. And I'm going to go for Barb Barrel because, oh, he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A and P.E.K.K.A in the same deck. Oh my gosh, what a wild child. What an absurd sir. There's one thing that I can teach you this game. The only thing that I'll ever do right this entire game. Drop your Royal Hogs there. And when you do, all the piggies still go towards that tower. And it's the most optimal placement because if you drop it one more tile closer to the river, then you're just wasting space. But if you drop it one more tile closer to the king tower, then one of the piggies will go towards the king tower instead of all of them going towards the tower you want. All the guy could do is laugh because the matchup was so unbelievably in my favor, and I am loving this deck. So we got another one here. I'm just going to sauce out a good luck and figure out what this guy's running. Don't want to exhaust too much elixir here, so I'm just going to go for a Barb Barrel. Fortunately for us, we end up having Barb Barrel and arrows, so if I drop one small spell, I'll be fine. Oh my gosh. He's already showcasing that he's got Earthquake and cycling it on a Barb Barrel for a -1 trade. He must have a garbage deck to deal with that. He has to have like the clunkiest deck imaginable. This man's packing like a 6.9 deck or something. I don't know. It's going to be pure memes here. Definitely going to lose the Mother Witch. There's no doubt about it. I can't keep that thing alive. I will arrows depending on what happens. Nah, I'm just going to go Goblin Cage. And then I can follow up with Royal Recruits on top of the Sparky. So this is quite good for us. And I can go for a Barbarial. Clean everything up. Nice stuff. Good looks. Good vibes. That's what I'm talking about. Because the Recruits are going to still retain a lot of their HP because they got those shields for a reason. This guy has got level 16 Skeleton Army. What are those? I wasn't ready for that. This is what ladder throws at you, though. And because you've got the shields of the Recruits, they're going to protect you with every fiber of their existence. Maybe I can go for Zappies in the back, but I think it's slightly better for us to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have a Skeleton Army and forcing him to go in for a Sparky here. He's going to Sparky behind his tower and it's going to hit all the piggies. I don't know if he dropped it in the right spot. I think one of the piggies on the right survives. Yeah, let's go. It was so easy to know that because he just didn't drop it directly down the middle. If you drop your Sparky here, then it hits all of the piggies because it's in alignment, but he wasted a shot, so I'll take that trade. Last time he Giant Skeleton, we'll see if he does the same thing. I want to go for a Goblin Cage to go, oh my gosh, that's 2 big boys. He's just out here wilding. You know, I love Electric Giant plus Giant Skeleton, but I've never seen it with Sparky. So I'm going to go for Recruits so then we can body block the Sparky a little bit more. If the Goblin Giant, okay, well, the Goblin Cage and the Electric Giant die, then that's pretty good for us trading out evenly, but the Goblin Cage actually survived and gave us counter push. That's quite good. I might be able to go in for a Barbarial again and then keep the Mother Witch alive and then arrows on top of the Hunter to get even more damage. Oh, please, just stay at a distance 5 feet apart. Social distance. No, dude. Come on, Mother Witch. You're supposed to social distance away from the bomb. Didn't you learn anything for the last couple of years? All right. I'm going to follow up with a Mother Witch in the back. Fly Machine might lock tower unless he goes in. Yeah, he goes in last second. All right. He'll probably... Ooh. Spicy, sir. Yeah, I'm going to Zappies here. And then I'm going to go in for Recruits. It's our best method to success.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, that was a really good play. I should have Recruits and body blocked it. At least that's not the Giant Skeleton. I'm pretty happy that that's not the case. I'm going to Recruits here. And then as soon as I defend this, I should be set to go in. I should be able to go in hard in the paint with all of my units. Because he's going to have to Skeleton Army, and then I can go for Royal Hogs. And I should be able to get a really good connection with the piggies. He's going to tornado everything back, but that's not going to work for him because he just tornadoed the Mother Witch closer to the tower. I guess he wanted to die to the Mother Witch today. She's new. She's fresh. And he's just like, I'm tired of losing to Royal Pigs. That star skin is definitely one of my top 3 in the game. Let me know down below in the comment section what your favorite Clash Royale skin is. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.